everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 18th and 19th of September 2022. Also one important thing, today we'll be covering 25 questions at least, because I felt some important questions were there in the last week which were missed. So today I'll be including those questions along with today's current affairs, okay? So that's why we'll not be doing our revision session. Otherwise video would be too long. And from tomorrow onwards we'll proceed the same way as we used to do it earlier. Means there would be 10 to 12 questions along with 3 revision slides. Fine. So this change is for today only, okay? Let's start. Shunya campaign, which was seen in the news recently, is aimed at which process? So Shunya is an awareness campaign to reduce the air pollution by promoting the use of electric vehicles for ride hailing and deliveries, okay? And Meity Ayog recently held a forum to commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the Shunya campaign, which is actually India's zero pollution e-mobility campaign. And during the event, the national program on advanced chemistry cell energy storage report was also launched, okay? So Shunya campaign actually deals with reducing the air pollution by using the electric vehicles, okay? And why it was in news? Because recently we have celebrated its first year anniversary. Next question. Which Indian zoological park tops the Central Zoo Authority's recent ranking? So as per the list released by the Central Zoo Authority that is based on management and effectiveness, the Padmaja Naidu Himalayan Zoological Park, Darjeeling, was given the highest percentage of 83, okay? And the red panda is one of the top attractions of the zoo besides Himalayan black bear, okay? And there are also various type of animals, for example, snow leopard, goral, Himalayan thar, etc. Okay? And the Ariknar Anna Zoological Park in the state of Tamil Nadu has secured the second position, and then it is further followed by Shri Chamarajendra Zoological Gardens in Mysore. Okay? So the first was Padmaja Naidu, second was Ariknar Anna, and the third was Chamarajendra Zoological Garden. And another important thing is these parks can be asked in the form of static GK question as well in your examination. How? For example, you can be asked that where does Ariknar Anna Zoological Park lie? You have to remember that it lies in the state of Tamil Nadu. It is in news, so that's why it can be asked in your static GK questions, okay? Which country is the host of FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022? So the Union Cabinet of India has approved the signing of guarantees for hosting the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022 in India, okay? And this prestigious FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup will be held for the very first time in India between 11th and 30th of October 2022. And don't forget that India had earlier hosted the FIFA Under-17 Men's World Cup in the year 2017. So the matches will be played in Navi Mumbai, Goa and Bhubaneswar, while teams from total 16 countries will participate in this event. Fine. So the host of FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup 2022 is India. Next is 12 caste communities of which state has been added in the list of scheduled tribes by the Union Cabinet. So Union Cabinet has recently approved the inclusion of 12 caste communities of the state Chhattisgarh in the list of scheduled tribes. Okay. And also the Cabinet has approved the inclusion of sub-tribal communities of Himachal Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh in the list of scheduled tribes. Okay. Who is our tribal affairs minister? Shri Arjun Munda. And recently he said that the move will help them availing welfare benefits. Fine. So here correct answer would be Chhattisgarh state government. Now apart from it, recently the Jharkhand government has approved a proposal for granting 77% reservation in the state government jobs for the members of SC, ST, backward classes, OBC and economically weaker sections. Okay. And for this purpose, the state cabinet has hiked the OBC reservation to 27% from the present 14%. Okay. So you can be asked that which state has increased the reservations in the government job for SC, ST and others to now 77%. This state is Jharkhand. Okay. When is the International Day of Democracy observed? So this day is observed every year on 15th of September, and this year what was the theme? The importance of media freedom to democracy, peace and delivering on the sustainable development goals. Okay. And this day focuses on the importance of the freedom of media to democracy, peace and delivering on the sustainable development goals. And also it provides an opportunity to review the state of democracy in the world. Fine. So two things are important. International Day of Democracy is celebrated on 15th of September every year, and this year the theme was the importance of media freedom to democracy, peace and delivering on the sustainable development goals. Fine. Now also don't forget that every year on same day, means on 15th of September, World Lymphoma Awareness Day is observed. Why? To raise awareness of lymphoma disease. Okay. Actually, lymphocytes are the white blood cells in the immune system that fight infection, and lymphoma is a type of cancer. And these cells can be found in the bone marrow, lymph nodes, spleen, thymus and other organs. Okay. So you can be asked that lymphoma, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which disease? So it is related to cancer. Fine. And also you can be asked that when do we observe the World Lymphoma Awareness Day? So we observe this day on 15th of September. Okay. Who is the first Indian woman wrestler to win 2 medals at the World Championships? So Vinesh Phogat became the first Indian woman wrestler to win 2 medals at the World Championships. And she wins the bronze in the women's 53 kg category at the World Wrestling Championships in Belgrade, and also she has won a bronze in the 2019 championship in Nur Sultan. Okay. And apart from it, Vinesh Phogat is also a 3-time Commonwealth Games champion. Fine. So who is the first Indian woman wrestler to win 2 medals at the World Championship? She is Vinesh Phogat. Magdalena Anderson resigned recently from the Prime Minister post of which country? So she was actually the Prime Minister of the country Sweden, and recently she has announced her resignation after losing the election. Okay. So she is also the leader of the ruling Social Democratic Party, and now she will lead a transitional government until the new one has been set up. Okay. And she took over from Stefan Löfven as leader of the Social Democrats and the country's Prime Minister in November 2021. Okay. So she was in news and she was the Prime Minister of the country Sweden. Which is the first smart city to sign Memorandum of Understanding for implementing a digital addressing system? So a memorandum of understanding was signed by the CEO of Indore Smart City with Pata Navigations for implementing a fully digital addressing system. And with this, Indore will become the country's very first smart city with smart addresses. Fine. So Pata is a brief and unique code that will help the user find a specific geotagged location. Okay. And Pata Navigations and ISRO have collaborated to build a strong digital addressing system for the nation. Fine. So which is the first smart city to implement a digital addressing system? This city is Indore. Which country won the SAFF Under-17 Championship title in 2022? So India clinched the SAFF Under-17 Championship title by defeating the country Nepal in the finals that was held in Colombo. Okay, and with this victory, India retains the title, and this is the 4th time when India has won this championship. Okay, so who was Indian captain? Vanlal Pekka Guite, and he was named as the most valuable player of the tournament, while 16-year-old Sahil Punia won the best goalkeeper award. Okay, so 5 questions can be asked from this slide. Which country has won this particular championship? Answer would be India. Then by defeating which country? So answer would be Nepal. And where was the finals held? At Colombo. Who was conferred with the best goalkeeper award? So this is Sahil Punia. And who has been named as the most valuable player of the tournament? This is Vanlal Pekka Guite. Okay. Next question. Which is India's most valuable brand in 2022 as per the Kantar Brands report? So according to Kantar Brands report on India's most valuable brand, Tata Consultancy Services, means the TCS, is India's most valuable brand in 2022. And now TCS has surpassed the HDFC Bank, which held the number 1 spot since 2014. Okay, and Infosys has been ranked at 3rd position, and the telecom provider Airtel was ranked at 4th position, and Reliance Jio was ranked at 10th position. Okay, so Indian brands increased their brand value by 35% compound annual growth rate since 2020. Okay, so which are the top 3 brands under Kantar Brands report? So first is TCS, second is HDFC, and the third one is Infosys. Next is, which state was India's top investment destination in the first 7 months of 2022 as per the recent DPIIT report? So Andhra Pradesh emerged as India's top investment destination in the first 7 months of 2022 as per the recent report from Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade. Okay, and this state has attracted investment amounting to 40,361 crore rupees in the first 7 months of 2022 out of India's total investment of 1,71,285 crore rupees. And then Andhra Pradesh is followed with Odisha with total investment of 36,828 crore rupees. Okay, so Andhra Pradesh was India's top investment destination in the first 7 months of 2022. Next question. PSUs of which ministry recently signed the Memorandum of Understandings worth 215 crore rupees with the National Sports Development Fund? So National Sport Development Fund, that is NSDF, which works under the Department of Sports, has signed the Memorandum of Understanding with NTPC and REC Limited, which are the 2 major PSUs under the Ministry of Power. Okay, and NTPC made a commitment for 115 crore rupees towards archery. Okay, while REC Limited made a commitment of 100 crore rupees for 3 years in different sports, for example, women's hockey, boxing, and athletics. Okay, so these are the most important current affairs from today. And now we'll see few important questions that were left out from the previous week. Okay, let's start. Ministry of Electronics and IT Startup Hub partnered with which company to launch XR Startup Program? So it is an initiative of Ministry of Electronics and IT, and recently it has signed the Memorandum of Understanding with Meta, and now they have announced the launch of an accelerator program to accelerate the XR technology startups across India. Okay, and it will support 40 early stage startups that are working in XR technologies, including augmented reality and virtual reality, with a grant of 20 lakh rupees each. Okay, so for this purpose, MSH has partnered with Meta company to launch the XR startup program. Next is, which planet disappeared from sight on 14th of September due to a phenomena called lunar occultation? So the sixth planet from the sun, which is Uranus, appeared to pass directly behind the Earth's moon, and it was going out of sight for 3.5 hours. Okay, and this disappearing act is also known as lunar occultation of Uranus, and only viewers in Europe, Northern Africa and Western Asia were at the exact right angles to see the phenomena. Okay, so this planet was Uranus. Who won the Best Actor and Actress title in the drama series in the Emmy Awards 2022? So the Emmy Awards 2022 awarding ceremony was recently held in Los Angeles, and lead actor in a drama series title was won by Lee Jung-jae, while the lead actress in the same category was won by Zendaya for Euphoria. Okay, Wang Dong-hyuk won the award for the Best Director, and Jason Sudeikis won the Best Actor in Comedy Series. Okay, so 3 questions are important from this. Best Actor in the Emmy Awards 2022 was Lee Jung-jae, Best Actress was Zendaya, and the Best Director was Wang Dong-hyuk. Okay, which country has released the open source code for its central bank digital currency sandbox based on Ethereum? So recently the Central Bank of Norway has released the open source code for the country's central bank digital currency sandbox that is based on Ethereum technology. Okay, and the sandbox is designed to offer an interface to interact with the test network, and also it has enabled the functions like minting, burning and transferring the tokens. Fine. So according to the International Monetary Fund, 97 countries, which means more than half of the global central banks, are developing the CBDCs. Fine. So correct answer would be Norway country. Which industry union is organizing the LEAD Summit, the Thought Leadership Initiative of India? So FICCI is organizing the Thought Leadership Initiative of India, LEADS, the full form of which is Leadership, Excellence, Adaptability, Diversity, Sustainability. Okay, where? At New Delhi. So it will have more than 250 participants from around 50 countries, and the third edition will include the discussions by 36 global thought leaders exchanging ideas on total 11 themes, for example, manufacturing, food for all, innovation, mobility, etc. Okay, and Indian Union Ministers and their counterparts from Germany and New Zealand will address various thematic sessions. Okay, so this is FICCI. Next is FAO and World Food Programme warned recently about acute food insecurity in which neighboring country of India? So the Food and Agricultural Organization and the World Food Programme warned in a new report that around 6.3 million people in Sri Lanka are facing the moderate to severe acute food insecurity. Okay, so Crop and Food Security Assessment Mission report also warned that their situation is expected to worsen if adequate life-saving assistance and livelihood support is not provided. Fine. So this country is Sri Lanka. what is the share of the government health expenditure in GDP in 2018 to 19? So as per the findings of the National Health Account estimates for India for this time period, there has been an increase in the share of the government health expenditure in the total GDP of the country. Okay, and the share has increased from 1.15% in 2013 to 14 to now 1.28% in 2018 to 19, and this value was 1.35% in 2017 to 2018. Okay, so the share of the government health expenditure in total health expenditure has also increased in this time period at 40.6%. Fine. So correct answer would be 1.28%. Which country hosted the exercise Pitch Black 22 multilateral defense exercise? So this was hosted by the Royal Australian Air Force for a duration of 3 weeks. And it included the participation of 17 air forces and over 2,500 military personnel. So the Indian Air Force contingent participated in this exercise with 4 Su-30 Mki and 2 C-17 aircraft. Okay. Next is, which country holds the presidency of G20 in 2023? So India will hold the presidency of G20 in 2023 starting from December 2022. And Ministry of External Affairs said that India has decided to invite Bangladesh, Egypt, Mauritius, Netherlands, Nigeria, Oman, Singapore, Spain and UAE as the guest countries. Okay, and chairs of International Solar Alliance, CDRI and ADB will be included as the guest. Okay, and the G20 Leaders Summit at the level of heads of state government is scheduled to be held in New Delhi. Fine. Which Asian country announced special work visa to attract more global talent? So Singapore has announced a special work visa which will make it more competitive in attracting the global talent. And the country has announced new rules 2 weeks ago to draw the expatriates earning at least $21,452 per month. Okay, and with this they will offer them 5-year visas that would automatically allow their spouses to work also. Fine. So this is the country Singapore. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Sana signing off.